Boo. Hello. Yeah, greetings folks. Simon here. Welcome back to Final Fantasy VII. Yeah, I was in a bit of a rush today, which is why I was still just setting up as I started the stream here. So, greetings to you all. Thanks for joining us. How is everybody doing as we make our way through Coral Prison, which is where we left off at the end of the previous stream. And hopefully we're going to make some nice progress today to getting some optional stuff such as new enemy skills and other bits as well. So we'll see how we're going to get on with that. But for now, just let me make sure that I'm all ready. And who have we got in chat? I can see we've got Pri, Viral, Red Mario and Jake and John. Multiple Johns in fact, so greetings to you all, and Joseph and Guy and Tim, hello. So yes, a lot of people have been talking, I've noticed recently, about chocobo breeding, and I'm looking forward when we get there to seeing if we can get the gold chocobo without racing, but I'm also looking forward to doing it properly with racing, because I'm a big chocobo racer. It's one of the mini games I really enjoy in Final Fantasy VII, and while it's going to be cool to find out how to do it without racing, I would like to be able to do a little bit of racing as well, because you do actually get some very nice rewards from chocobo racing, and you get a lot of GP and stuff to purchase other bits as well, so it is worth doing in my opinion. But yeah, it'd be pretty cool to see if we can do it without as well. Can you card mod something for 100 Ultimas? I don't think so, no. Unless maybe the Eden card. I can't remember. Sorry, it's been too many weeks now since Final Fantasy VIII. Hey, how's it going, Pri? And Keisha, good morning. Okay, right then. So, picking up where we left off previously. A few things that people have noted, I just want to go over very briefly. First of all, is the fact that I was looking last time how we could rest, and I remembered we could rest around this truck, but I couldn't remember exactly where it was, and it isn't actually obvious, but what you do is head over to the cabin here and hit confirm, and there we have it. We can go ahead and rest to our heart's content. So I thought I would point that out to you guys before we actually go any further here, because I'm going to forget. And Dark Swordsman, how does Fuzz get so many viewers in his live streams? I've no idea, to be honest, Dark Swordsman. A lot of people found me during Final Fantasy XII when I was streaming that game a few years ago. And then a few people found me during Final Fantasy VIII more recently. So pretty much every time I do a new series, we tend to stock up on a few extra viewers, which is always awesome. So, I don't actually do anything special though, Dark Swordsman, to give you any tips, I'm afraid. I know that you're trying to get your viewers up. But yeah, not really much I can suggest in the way of help in that regards, because I haven't actually done anything myself, to tell you the truth, apart from stream, keep streaming, and eventually people turn up. So, some pretty good poems going on in chat by the looks of things. Alright then, so we've gone ahead and rested up. All we're going to do now is progress the story, so we're going to head into the hut here. By the way, can you guys hear me okay? Hopefully you can. And we're going to continue on with Barrett's story here. Hey Kieran, welcome to the stream. It's 1:30 AM for you over in Melbourne, goodness me. Yeah, it's only just gone 2:30 in the afternoon here in the UK, and I know many people watching from the US side of things are going to be watching very early in the morning, but not like early as in you're early, but a little bit later than that, if you know what I mean. So we get all kinds of time zones anyway on these streams, which is awesome. Hey Robert, thank you for the super chat. Keep up the good streams, Fuzz, I never miss it. Oh, that's very appreciated, thank you Robert. Yeah, I'm enjoying this series. A lot of fun. But then Final Fantasy VII always is. Looking forward to the remake next year, despite a couple of concerns that I know that people have about that game. Excuse me, like the fact it's episodic. And I did mention that it is going to be using conditional summoning. But hey, I mean, we're still getting summons in the remake, which for a while was up in the air when it was announced that the game was only going to be taking place around Midgar. And the summons that we've seen do look pretty darn amazing. Overall, I'm very much excited for the remake, I've got to say. Hey, Costas, thank you for your feedback. Appreciate it. Remember not to spam emotes or anything. Could risk your whole Google account being banned. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, I know there are emotes now that I think are new. Is that right? For live streams and stuff. I think it's something YouTube have implemented recently across everybody's channel. So yeah, they are usually red hot on spam. I know some people have been banned for posting too many comments across various YouTube channels. So you have to kind of be careful, because sometimes the Google algorithm picks things up as spam that actually aren't spam. But there's nothing new there, sadly. Hey, Lomax and Yum Yum and Eric, welcome guys. Yeah, did everybody have a good weekend, by the way? Hey, Tim. Yeah, good to catch up. Yes, Final Fantasy VII is by far, well, I don't want to say by far, but it is my favourite Final Fantasy game also. I do love a lot of the other Final Fantasy games as well, of course, which is why I retract that it's my favourite by far, but it is still my favourite. It's the first Final Fantasy I ever played. It's the one that pretty much holds the dearest memories for me. So there is a lot of nostalgia tied up in it being my favourite, but even so, it's always awesome to go back to this game. And finally we get to discover what's been going on here. And that perhaps it wasn't Barrett that's been going around shooting everybody up around Coral and Gold Saucer. So... Right, there is some choices we need to make, or correct choices I should say, in order to continue on with the best bromance trophy that we're working towards. Hey Tim, thank you so much for the super chat. That's very kind of you. That's awesome, dude, thank you. And it is really important, the first choice that I'm talking about, because I did do some research on this before the stream today, is when we sort our party out, it's absolutely imperative that we do not put Aerith into the party. Because if you do, she's pretty much guaranteed, regardless of anything else you've been doing in terms of dialogue choices, if you put Aerith in the party at this point, she gets a massive boost to her behind the scenes date mechanic score, and she's almost guaranteed to be the one that comes to have a date with Cloud later on then. Even if, you know, you've just hated her all the way up until this point. Yeah, as soon as Yoshinori Kitase dropped that little bit of info into that interview, Jason, straight away it just clicked, oh no, a lot of people are going to pick up on that and not be happy with it. Because I don't think it worked in Final Fantasy 15. It was an interesting thing to try, you know, put conditions on summons so that you can make them more powerful, and it offsets the fact that you just won't be seeing them all that much. But when you do see them, they absolutely pwn everything. But overall, I think people would rather have the choice to cast summons more often when they want to actually bring them out into battle and have them do a little bit less damage, rather than just never being able to see them, type of thing. So we'll see how it works in the remake anyway. I made a video on it. I don't think Square will ever see my videos, but you never know. Maybe if enough people speak about it, then they might adjust it based on that feedback, but we'll see what goes on. We'll see what happens over the next coming months. Right, I'm going to keep my party with Red 13 and Barrett at this point, but like I say, do not choose Aerith, whatever you do. Otherwise you will fail the best bromance trophy, it's almost guaranteed. Oh yeah, definitely Tim, like I say, I'm very much enjoying this series, so yeah, definitely plan on doing just that, for sure. So, okay. I think that's all we need to worry about. For now, we can go ahead and leave the building. Right, yeah, you're right. In Final Fantasy 15, there was various requirements or various conditions depending on the summon. The most simple one, I think it was Titan. I think it was Titan where you had to incapacitate, kill off 2 of the party members. Which is pretty harsh, really. I think it was Who was the next summon after Titan? Ramu. I think Ramu, you had to basically have battle go on for like 10 minutes or something ridiculous before he'd show up. Leviathan, you had to be next to water, amongst some other conditions. And then Shiva, I think, would only appear if every other condition in the... or the other astrals, as they were known, had been met. Then she would show up. So it was all a bit of a nuisance, to tell you the truth. And... if we are going to be getting that conditional summoning in Final Fantasy VII, which is, you know, right now we are, hopefully it won't be so restrictive because, as I said in the video that I made, you know, during Final Fantasy XV, you had certain encounters where as part of the story you would summon astrals, but outside of those particular encounters, in just regular battles, I think very, very few times I actually got to see the summons, the astrals in action. So, I'm hoping it won't be a repeat of that. Right, okay, so we've got a general store there, which I'm not going to buy anything because there's nothing really interesting to get. Put manipulate on Cloud. Yeah, good point, Red Mario. We are going to be using manipulate quite a bit, so I think we'll go ahead and take Chocobo Lure off for now. Stick manipulate on. One thing that is actually worth doing, perhaps, is sticking Earth onto Elemental Defense, because the Landworms do cast Earthquake. So maybe we can go ahead and do that for Cloud as well. And then we'll just give something else for Red 13 to level up. Maybe an All Material or something. Maybe Chocobo Lure or Shiva. I don't think it really matters too much what we give him. I do know that All In Revive aren't linked, of course. We're just trying to make use of the double AP there. Okay. Right, that's cool. Oh, yes, you're right, Dark Swordsman. They have the laser enemy skill, which is very nice, actually. It's a gravity-based spell, so it does do a nice amount of damage against enemies with high health. The only downside to it is that so many enemies, in my experience anyway, are pretty much immune to gravity in Final Fantasy VII. So there are a few useful encounters where gravity can be, you know, made use of. I'm thinking the Midgar Zolan, if you haven't got beat yet. Laser does about 50% of its health, which is obviously very nice against a high health enemy like that. But it is quite situational, that ability. Oh yeah, thanks Lomax, good point. We need to get regen as soon as possible. Do I have restore? Yeah. I've got restore on double growth. Yeah. But good reminder, though, about that. We do need to get regen as soon as possible because it does help out in the battle square. Lomax has made a video about that, actually, on his channel. Yeah, a lot of people aren't happy with that, Shark Guy. The whole episodic nature of Final Fantasy VII. I've just about come on board with it myself. But I do understand a lot of people a little bit frustrated by it. But as long as Square are actually honest about the fact that each game is going to feel like a complete self-contained game in and of itself, obviously with the overarching story yet to come in future episodes, but even so, it's still going to be a full standalone game each time a new episode is released, then I can live with it, because it just means more Final Fantasy VII overall, which I'm excited about. But yeah, it did take me a while to come on board with it, and I don't expect every person is going to do so. Hi Olivia, welcome to the stream. Yes, I absolutely love the music in this game, Tim. I really do. In fact, for me, the soundtrack, Nobuo Uematsu's score for Final Fantasy VII, as is the case with many Final Fantasy games, but this is the one we're playing, so it's the one I'm talking about right now. His score is one of the things that just really gets you in the feels. You know, it just adds to that nostalgia factor as you play through. And a lot of the memorable moments from Final Fantasy VII are really enhanced by the awesome music that was composed for it. Okay, so, a couple of things worth noting. First of all, I believe this is where the Deathclaw is located. I think it's around here. Or it might just be in the next area, actually. I've gone ahead and saved. I don't particularly want to go ahead... Oh, we've got Aqualung now. I don't particularly want to go ahead and do all the dying stuff just yet. There's a few things that we can take care of. No, I've got all the chest spawns straight. So we should be sorted there. Going to Coral, we got all the power source and mine sources that were in the secret area. A lot of people do tend to miss them, but we did get them. So I think we've got everything. Okay, right, let's head across to the right. I think we can go across to the right before we... hang on a second. What we got down here? Okay, yeah. A lot of the chests are already opened in Coral because it's a prison, so they've been stolen, I guess. Yeah, the music in Final Fantasy VI, the music in Final Fantasy in general is absolutely amazing. I'm going to be honest with you, even Final Fantasy 15, which is probably one of the weaker Final Fantasy games in my opinion, had just superb music. It really did. I love the music in that game. Very much. Okay, Red Mario. Do the battle square after you did it. Straight after Temple of the Ancients. Ah, yeah, because you get the ribbon, don't you? Next area. Yeah, thanks, Dark Swordsman. Because we've got the Cactuar to fight as well, haven't we? Okay. Right, okay. So, let me just remind myself of what we've got. Okay, this is where the Death Claw is located, I remember now. And then we've got the Dying section just coming up a little bit north. Okay, right, now, these things, I'm pretty sure, teach Matra Magic, yes, so we can get it on our second enemy skill. There we go. So you'll want to make sure you do that. I'm thinking there's something to steal, perhaps, from these guys. Maybe not. Let's just go ahead and... Aqualung. Okay, so these obviously teach Matra Magic, and then we've got the Death Claws, which we haven't yet encountered, that teach Laser. So we're going to be getting that next. So just make sure you stay on top of health totals, because as you can see, there's some nasty enemies around these parts. And we're not going to go over to Dying just yet. We will be in due course. But we do want to go ahead. Yes, I do have Steel on, Red Mario. Yep, I will get the Cactuars. I haven't forgotten about those. The Cactuars are good, as Red Mario has informed us, because they have 10,000 gil a battle if you beat them. They are quite rare, unfortunately, though, so... I just want to get the enemy skills in this part first. Then we'll go back and save, once we've got the enemy skills collected, so we can get them secured onto our save file. And then after that, we'll go and hunt down the Cactuars. Right, here we go. So let's go ahead and manipulate one of these. We'll kill the other one. Okay, manipulate was successful. Ah, okay, well there's laser cast on one of our party members anyway. Let's go and cast it onto Cloud as well. Okay, that'll do fine. Right, let's go ahead now. And finish these guys off, shall we? Oh, they don't have much health. Well, this one doesn't, does it? Because we've already done a lot of damage to it. No, I don't have White Wind yet. I don't believe you can get White Wind or Big Guard without the buggy. There was a couple of rumours going around chat that perhaps it is possible. But then I think Red Mario and a couple of others clarified that it definitely isn't possible. There's no way to get those abilities until you get the Manipulate materia. So... Ah, okay, so it's worth stealing off them. Gotcha. Right, I'm going to go ahead and at least demonstrate the Cactuar farm, Gil farm. Even if we only get to kill one Cactuar, because they are kind of rare. And obviously there's going to be more money to be made later anyway. Mainly because of the fact that we're going to be grinding around June on soon for some experience. And even though we don't get 10,000 gil per battle there, because we're getting experience anyway, we do still build up a nice amount of gil as it is. So I'm not going to focus too much on killing a lot of cactuars. Like I say, I might just do 1 or 2 just to show you guys how we can do it, and then make a video about it, and then we'll move on. Now, in terms of anything else from cactuars, they don't really do much. So I think they give 1 experience and 1 AP. So the only useful thing from them is the gil. Okay, Thomas. Interesting to note. Right. Let's just run away. Running away from time to time doesn't hurt either. Mainly because of the fact you've got Choco Buckle to level up. Right, I think they spawn around here then. Around the desert area. So, you're either going to get landworms, which are definitely by far the more common enemy. But again, elemental earth, if you can have it equipped, is going to help out a lot. Now, landworms, I think you can steal something from them, like turbo ethers, or you can collect turbo ethers one way or another from them. Maybe it's a drop, but either way, it's probably not worth it. So just stay on top of your health totals, and then just keep running around until you encounter a cactuar, which, like I say, could take a while. Well, one of the initial things, or 2 things that Gil can help with in the early game, first of all is the Fort Condor stuff, and the second thing is buying the lifetime pass for Gold Saucer. But of course we do go shopping as well, for weapons and what have you, so it's not the most useful thing at this stage, and later on, of course, once we're mastering out our all materials, we'll be making Gil far faster than we can spend it. But a little bit early on doesn't hurt. But still, I do like to mention how you can do these methods, then it's entirely up to you guys whether you take advantage of them or not. I don't believe so, Tim. I think it was confirmed that no, you can't get them that way. Is Diamond Armlet in the original Final Fantasy XII Street Fighters? Or is that a Zodiac Age item? Ah, there we go. So by this point, we will of course have a load of limits that we can take care of the enemy with. Oh, I had no idea that limit breaks could miss in Final Fantasy VII, because they can't in Final Fantasy VIII. That's really interesting. Ah, that's terrible. Let's try some enemy skills and stuff. Matcha Magic. Yeah, Matcha Magic does the trick. Okay, that's the way you want to go. Fortunately, they have very low health. So there you go, look, very little experience, very little AP. But, notice the 10,000 gil. So if I could just do 1 more of those, we can then get the pass at Gold Saucer, can't we? So maybe we'll just farm for 1 more. Hey Nico girl, welcome to the stream. So with turbo speed as well, it doesn't take too long to encounter them, it seems, which is nice. Magic, not materia, is what we want. Yeah, on a bit of a grind, Kieran. We're just trying to farm a little bit of gil from the cactuars. So the downside is they don't spawn all that often, but when they do, you're guaranteed 10,000 gil, and Matcha Magic does the trick as well. I've never done it before, Anthony. I just saw your message there, and I'm not able to do it yet because Chocobo breeding isn't available at this stage on Disc 1, but I'm certainly going to be giving it a go when we get a little bit closer. Well, you know, when Chocobo breeding becomes available, really. I think you can do it for the first time when Tifa is the party leader and Cloud's not in the party. Oh, okay, John. Actually, these cactuars aren't as rare as I expected, to tell you the truth. And look at that, we've made another 10,000 gil. Yep, I'm definitely using Matcha Magic on those. Red Mario seems to be the way to go. Look, we've got 34,000 gil now. There we have it then, guys. Right, I'm going to leave it there. The grind for now. Hey, Nicholas, thanks for subbing. What the? Where's the Carl prison gone? We didn't come this far out, did we? Or was it random? Oh no, I seem to be completely lost. Ah, there we go. That's more like it. Okay, that's fine. Let's go back and save now, shall we? No, don't! Whoa! Okay, well, this guy will take us back, that's cool. Whew. Right, go down this time, please, Cloud. There we go. Yeah, just try not to get lost in Coral Prison. It's very easy to do so. Danny, thanks for subbing. Right, so we'll heal up. Heal up, save up, and then we'll see if we can steal some platinum bangles. Oh, really, Red Mario? That sounds unusual. Okay, thanks for the tip there, Lomax. Heading out the right of the screen. I guess if you just keep going right, eventually, you'll come across the exit. And if you get lost, then the Chocobo dude comes and escorts you out anyway, doesn't he? So it's not really a big deal. Yeah, oh no, that's no worries, Street Fighters. Yeah, no, the itemization was changed a lot, wasn't it? In Final Fantasy XII Zodiac Age from the original game. And there is some awesome new equipment in the Zodiac Age, you're absolutely right. Joseph, thanks for subbing. Yay, subscriber hype. Right, kill these guys before they run off. Yeah, we got our item back. Those enemies that steal from you can steal pretty much anything, which is really annoying. Really annoying. Okay, so these... Was it these we can steal platinum bangles off? I want to be able to try and kill one of these at a time. So that we don't, you know, get absolutely destroyed by them. Whoa, what the heck? Oh no, that's okay. I thought I said 999 damage then. Right, we need to try and interrupt, if we're going to try and steal from them, some of their enemy skills, like Matcha Magic. Right, okay, these are the X potions, gotcha. I'm not too fussed about getting them, but hey, it's good to know that you can. So we've got one now. Let's just kill them off. Matcha Magic, when you have 4 enemies casting it on you at once, is actually quite damaging. You've got to be careful about it. Yeah, so I've got the laser enemy skill, Kieran. The enemy skills that I want to get next are Big Guard and White Wind, which we will be getting soon once we've left this area and gone through the Chocobo race, which I will probably lose because I always do. But that's fine, because we'll be doing a lot of Chocobo racing later on, which we shall win. Okay. The Vagarisk. Yeah, that's an item that's very hard to get later on, isn't it? It does actually ring a bell, the name of it. Oh well, get a little bit of experience. Not a whole lot to be doing farming later. Morning, Scott. Welcome to the stream. Hey, thanks, Street Fighters. I'm playing on PS4, Anthony. This is the PS4 version, which I'm playing so that we can try and get the Platinum Trophy. That's the aim, anyway. Yes, I did steal a single X potion, Red Mario. I don't care too much about stealing any more than that. I won't even use it. So even if we don't get any more, I can still use the W item glitch later on. Right, let's start stealing. Enemies are starting to get quite a bit more health now, it's got to be said. So we're going to get some platinum bangles, which aren't great, I don't believe. But for the sake of showing you guys what you can get from pretty much the enemies in this game, it's worth getting things at least once, I think. Right, just to confirm then, that that laser is a gravity-based attack, so don't be too scared when you see it do a lot of damage, it's just because you've got a lot of health. It can't kill you though. Obviously the physical attacks can, so you still want to stay topped up a little bit. Oh, that's interesting, Anthony. Can you do that even when you're not controlling the chocobo, when the CPU, the computer's doing it for you? That's good to note. Barrett. Right, let me just check out that bangle we got. Yeah, so it's double materia growth, which is a bonus, of course, but other than that, it's fairly useless. The 12 magic defense is nice, because magic defense isn't bugged in the PS4 version, and it is bugged, I think, in pretty much every other version. I don't know if it's been fixed on the Steam version. Maybe somebody could confirm that, but the PS4 version, it does actually work for the first time. So, other than that, though, I'm going to stick with the Shinra beaters that we're currently using. Okay. Okay. Right. Let's sort Barrett out, shall we? Hey, congrats on getting the platinum for Final Fantasy VIII. Nice job. Yeah, the laser attack is a very nice attack. The main downside to it, in my opinion, is there's so many enemies in the game it doesn't work on, which is really kind of annoying, to tell you the truth. Okay, Choco Mog is actually quite a good summon to give to Barrett for the dying fight, because stop does actually work against dying, which is helpful. There's nothing to steal or anything, so just make sure he has the cure spell, and an enemy skill materia is also going to come in pretty darn handy, so let's give him the one that Cloud's using. Yeah, he probably doesn't need that thing. Right, where is it? Okay. Definitely, John. I'm going to be doing experience farming in June. Yeah, it's the area where you stick the alarm on, isn't it? You can get a lovely amount of experience there, which is very, very nice indeed. Okay, right, let's move on then. Right, at the moment, Pooping, it is 7 minutes past 3 PM. So, slap bang afternoon time right now. Probably should have saved before going over here, but not to worry. Now, the thing about dying is he does build Barrett's limit break up fairly quickly. It is, Nate. Well, I'm calling it a platinum walkthrough because the platinum trophy is the main aim. 100% is terminology I try and avoid now because it means so many different things to so many different people. I probably won't be getting like 99 of every possible item that you can get 99 for example. But the main aim is to get the platinum trophy, and then anything else I feel like doing on top of that. Right, that's it. The tea's gone. We're running on fumes now. We are running on fumes. Dun dun dun. Hey Kerwin, good afternoon. Welcome to the stream. Yes, we are great, thanks. And how are you? And how's everything on your side? Yeah, it's absolutely freezing, Yum Yum. I've got a new heater now, though. A halogen heater right next to my feet. Keeping me warm. Yeah, it's fun, isn't it, Nico girl? Hey, Robert. Yeah, I was thinking those right arms will be useful when we're in Junon. But maybe I could throw one now as well and then get some more. I reckon the right arm would one-shot dying, wouldn't it? Morning, Famine. It's going very well, thank you. How are you? Yeah, thanks, Red Mario. A couple of people have shared that now. It is something I do when I do Chocobo racing. I didn't know, I'd probably just forgotten that it worked when the computer's controlling your Chocobo though, so that's helpful to note. Hey, Smarty. Yeah, maybe not free. Oh, hey John, got a little ahead since last stream. Out of Coral Prison, went straight to Junon farming. Yeah, nice stuff. Nice stuff. Yeah, my feet are quite warm now. So, yeah, we did get a few of those right hands, if I can find them. Probably should have stuck it up the list. Oh, there it is, right arm. We can get some more. There we go. That's how you defeat dying. Right arm is like the early game's Knight of the Rounds. Knight of the Round. No, Knights of the Round. Once you throw one, then not much can stand in its path. And you get the silver armlet for beating dying. Okay, I didn't actually expect it to fully one-shot him. I seem to think he had 1800 health. But no, he's only got 1200. So that actually went quite a lot faster than I expected, I'll be honest with you. But there we go. Sorry guys for those expecting a longer dying battle. Right, I do want to get some more of those right arms though, because the first few encounters over at Junon, because the enemies there for grinding experience are actually quite challenging. But if you can use a few right arms, just until you've leveled up a little bit, then it makes the grind much faster and much more bearable. So. Yep. You know, I don't know if this is a theory that's all that common. Maybe it is. I've never actually looked into it myself. But I've sometimes thought as to whether Marlene is Dying's daughter as opposed to Barrett's. He just seems to take a particular interest in her. But I could just be completely wrong on that, of course. But the interesting thing is, though, as well, if Marlene is Barrett's biological daughter, it's interesting that he never mentions her mother in any way, shape or form. He never talks about a love lost or anything, does he? Ah, okay, well, Red Mario says it's a fact. So that's interesting to note. Okay, you think you have some new insight, and then stream chat comes and puts you in your place. So apparently that is not any kind of new information that I was thinking of there. So, well, at least I know I was thinking along the right lines then, so appreciate that, guys. Yeah, it's a similar thing, isn't it, John? X Potion. And what is that boss called in Cosmo Canyon? G-Nan? Oh, I can't even remember, something weird. But yeah, Phoenix Down or X Potion goes down well on that fight, although I don't think Phoenix Down works 100% of the time. Right, it's Chocobo race time. Also, there's another summon material we need to pick up, so it's important that we don't forget that. Because if you miss it for good. Using Elemental and Lightning on attack for Junon makes it easy. Ah, good to note, Thomas. Especially if you get Big Guard as well, just to reduce some of the damage. Because some of the incoming damage, at least until you've leveled up a little bit from some of those enemies, can be pretty darn vicious. And Laser as well is pretty nice on the sweeper enemies. The custom sweepers, I think they are. Apparently it does, Martin. A few people have mentioned that. It's a Queener emoji. It's like the Simpsons version of Queener. No, we haven't been to Cosmo Canyon yet, Nico girl. Outside of Costa del Sol, we've only been to Coral, with, of course, you know, Gold Saucer as well. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff to do when we first get the buggy. A lot of stuff, including stealing that item that Lomax recommends getting before we get too high level. So definitely before we even go to Junon and start farming, we want to do that. Yeah, I've got Beta, I've got Aqualung. So we've got some nice attacks to help just destroy those enemies. I don't have Omni Slash yet. There's been, as far as I'm aware, there's no way to get it yet because the battle square doesn't pose it, doesn't hold it. Right, what's this? Okay. Ah, right. So we're actually controlling the Chocobo here. I forgot about that. Unfortunately, many of them suck, don't they? Out of the ones we get to play as here, the ones we get to ride. Okay, yeah. I think I remember how to do it from my previous playthrough. The annoying thing is, we don't get to save. So if we lose this particular race, then I don't really mind too much. I'm not going to restart or anything. I don't think it matters, to tell you the truth. You still get the Ramu material, which is on the floor over there, as you can see. Nope, you haven't missed the date. That happens on the next story visit to the Gold Saucer. Just before we go to the Temple of the Ancients. Yes, you can. It's not infinite stamina holding those buttons down, but it does refill it. Now, if you have a poor stamina amount, which you probably will with the rubbish chocobos we get given, and if you're constantly holding circle down or running at top speed, then you are still going to run out of stamina, even holding down the stamina buttons. That's more of a glitch, though. I think people for a while assumed it was a cheat. Well, it is a cheat in some regards, of course, but it's actually a glitch. It wasn't intentionally programmed, as far as I'm aware. So do not forget Ramu. Ramu is very, very important because it's our next summer materia, and if you miss it for good. You cannot get it. Oh, by the way, somebody mentioned if you do lose, then you can actually replay it if you want to. Oh yeah, it's interesting because you'd expect Ramuh to do about the same amount of damage as Ifrit and Shiva, but just with the thunder element. Okay, so start with the claw and then backtrack. Just make sure the buggy doesn't break down. Ah, yeah, good point. Well, we've got the thing now, haven't we? The toggle that can turn battles off, so we should be able... But mind you, battles don't get disabled even when you're in the buggy, do they? Right then. Let's put it on manual. Let's speed up. Okay, yeah. Let's try and run a little bit. Let's just turn run off, try and refill our stamina gauge. We're doing okay, we're doing okay. We're going into first place here. Okay, you do have to hold down all 4 of the shoulder buttons along with square. So I've just tested that out. So yeah, as you can see, you don't get infinite stamina. But it does just stop it from depleting while you're not sprinting. So it's a helpful little trick. And we should win because we're well ahead of everybody else now. So, just sprint towards the end. I do love a bit of chocobo racing. It is one of my favourite mini-games in Final Fantasy VII. And just Final Fantasy as a whole, to tell you the truth. Yay. Now we can speed up while we wait for the others. There we go. First time. Oh yeah. Now we're home free. And we get our trophy. Choco Champion. Woo! Oh, sorry to hear that, Nico girl. Well, you just missed us win the chocobo race first time. So we get a letter of apology from Dio because apparently winning a chocobo race means you're innocent of any crimes committed. Right, incidentally, we can actually go to the gold saucer now, but Lomax has recommended we don't do so. Or you know, once we've got the buggy, we can. But Lomax recommends we don't do so until just before the Temple of the Ancients. So we go to the gold saucer then anyway, so maybe that's when we should do it. Because then we can possibly win the Omni Slash from Battle Square, which is kind of early to get that item. Right, so before I do anything else, let's go ahead and make a save file here. Which is super, super important. And I know there's a lot of stuff you guys want me to do now that we've got access to the buggy. I do plan on getting to it all, including the farming in Junon, the enemy skills that we want to learn, Big Guard White Wind, the Fort Condor battle, stealing the Vagiris Claw, whatever it's called. We're going to be getting that as well. Let's just go ahead and save here. Okay, that'll be our backup save. And then we'll just keep saving on this one now. So, yep, I am going to go to Fort Condor, Red Mario, for the Battle 8, but we're going to go for the Claw first, because that won't stop us from getting to Fort Condor's next battle. So, just need to remind myself which enemy it is. And exactly where it's located. Okay, it's next to Fort Condor. Okay, I think I know where it is now. So let's speed things up, make sure we've got no battles active. So we can get champion belt, speed plus materia, enemy lure, preemptive materia, and fury ring. Yeah, very nice. Right, so let's try and make our way across. We need to actually disembark from the buggy, I think. Because otherwise it breaks down, doesn't it? As Lomax reminded us. Although it might be possible to get past. No, I don't think it is. I'm not going to risk it. Let's leave the buggy there. So I'm not going to Cosmo Canyon yet, guys. Just to clarify that. I think it's around here then that we can encounter the you-know-what. It's none of those. Wow. Okay, let's use some magic attacks on these guys. Okay, so actually White Wind and Big Guard might have been good things to get before fighting these. We don't need to get a lot of these claws, by the way. Well, these guys really are quite nasty, aren't they? Even Beta. Goodness me. Let's see if we can get a stop on them. Right, I'm going to escape these battles from now on. Okay, one's down. One is down. Okay, they're both down. Want to go to Gongaga? Yes, yes we do. To fight Reno and Rude. Definitely Red Mario. But we need to be careful, I think, not to get points with Aerith, otherwise she'll end up being the one that chooses Cloud for the date, which is kind of annoying. So this is where we can encounter... Right, these are them. Okay, we found them. So we only need to get one or two at most, because then we can duplicate them later on. Oh no, this isn't them. Okay. I'm getting my enemies confused here. Yeah, these are bag risks. Hopefully Aqualung is acceptable. It wasn't on the previous enemy. Yeah, it's best to get this first. All of the stuff we actually want to collect, like the claws and the enemy skills, because it just means we're going to be getting experience as we go as well. So we know we can do a little bit less farming then in Junon. Griffin, does this have anything of worth on it? Uh-oh. Okay, that's an MP drain. Not very nice at all. So we're going to tense up after this. What did I steal then? I missed it. Oh, let's just use Meteor Rain, shall we? Beautiful enemy skin is Meteor Rain. One of my favourites. Yeah, definitely, Giorgio. Definitely. Ah, okay, so it was those enemies, was it, Lomax? Gotcha. I thought it was when I saw them. I thought I recognised them. I think I said that, didn't I, at the time? Then I got confused. I got thrown off when we got a soft instead of the actual claw. So, yeah, that's helpful to note. We'll encounter those again, shall we? Hey, big boss. No, we are going to get White Wind. But before we get anything else, we're getting the Vagirisk claws, because as we continue to level up, they become really hard to get, because the steal chance is very poor. So I'm just going to escape other battles for now. Vagirisk. Yeah, cheers, Lomax. Ugh, I don't like those turtles. I think we've seen those, haven't we, in the remake trailers. They look pretty awesome. No! You'll always get one or the other. Yeah, so if you get a soft, you know that it's not going to be the one that you want off that one, because you can only steal one item maximum in Final Fantasy VII of a single enemy. Right, here we go. So let's start with this guy. Right, soft. Try and get him out of the equation. Goodbye. Yeah, it's very cold here, Smarty. Very cold. Ah. Was that a soft stolen as well? Or was that just the text on the last one? Yeah. Unfortunately, no Vagiris claws on this occasion. So let's try that again, shall we? Mind you, 720 experience isn't anything to be sniffled at. Okay, Red Mario. Does that make a difference, Nico Girl, on whether you get the soft or the Vagiris claw itself? Right, there we go. The actual steal chance seems quite high, to tell you the truth. Right, another soft. Ugh. Right, another soft. What's the actual chance to get Vagiris claw? Because so far, I don't seem to be having a whole lot of luck, in all honesty. Right, let's heal up. Okay, it's 14% chance, is it? Thanks for that, Robert. Yep, I'm going to be getting Big Guard and White Wind soon, Big Boss. They are definitely on the to-do list while we've got the buggy here, before we do anything else in terms of story. Well, at least we're getting these quite commonly now. Another soft. Ah, Quake 2, that's not very nice. Okay, another soft. Right, so we'll need to heal up again after this battle, I think. These guys do not want to relinquish the claw. Now, the claw itself, by the way, is not an item we're going to be using all that much. But the reason we're trying to steal it now is because if we don't steal it now, it becomes exceedingly hard to get it later on, as the level difference between the enemy and the character that's going to be stealing is going to be very, very high, making the steal success chance very low, which is kind of annoying. If you steal softs, Fuzz, run from them. Yeah, good point, actually, Red Mario. So we don't want to level up just yet. We'll be doing that when we do grinding anyway. So it might actually be worth putting Yuffie in, just because she's quite low level. So yeah, instead of killing them, we'll go ahead and just run from the encounters for now. Oh, nice job on getting the platinum on Dragon Quest XI. I still need to get that myself. Right, another soft. Another soft. And another soft. So let's get out of here. Nice, John. Nice. So we've done, what, 4 encounters with them now? So far, no luck. How long did it take you to get it, John? Unfortunately, the actual steal success chance seems quite high. Yay, we got one! Let's just get out of here now, that's all we need. Nice! We're sorted. Right, let's go back to the buggy. That's what we came for. That's what we got. A Vagiris Claw. Right, don't go into Cosmo Canyon yet. Let's get out of here, shall we? Make our way back. Right, Gongaga, we'll be going back there later on, don't worry. Okay, and let's save. In fact, yeah. Right, there's still lots and lots we can do that's kind of like optional content right now. Oh, that's interesting to note though, Lomax. Would I say that streaming is my main job? I would say that YouTube in general, Pre, is probably the biggest source of income for my family and I. But it's not enough on its own to support us, so I have to have various other things going on as well. But out of everything, I'd say it's probably the biggest source of income. But it's taken a lot of time and a lot of hard work to get it to that stage. So it's not necessarily something I'd recommend to anybody thinking of starting a kind of YouTube career. It takes insane amounts of work, and even then it's not guaranteed. But it's been a fun ride the last 7 years, I'll say that. It really has. Yeah, I do want to get all of the good stuff from the Fort Condor. And we will be doing Battle 8. Right, before we do anything else though, should we go and get Big Guard, which I believe is outside here. The beach outside Costa del Sol. And we're looking for a beach plug. And it's not that. So let's escape battle. You got it from the first one. Nice one, John. Nice one. Ah, here we go. Let's go ahead and manipulate one of these. Can take a bit of time, unfortunately, which is kind of annoying. So let's just kill a few, shall we, as well, to take a little bit less damage. As we work on the manipulation. Manipulate, where are you? There you are. It's always confusing to me as to which the right round way these guys are. You never know if you've got a back attack or a normal attack. Okay, it does actually tell you, but it's a good job it does. Well, thank you, John. That's very kind. Hey, Roxana. Right, there we go. Big Guard. Lovely. We've got it on 2 characters as well. There it is. One of my favourite enemy skills, actually. Barrier, M barrier, and haste to every single ally is such an OP defensive move. It really, really is nice to get. So definitely something I recommend. Well, one thing I would say, Free, is if you do get any success out of it, unless you're one of those super lucky streamers that has such a charming personality that I certainly don't have, that you can get it overnight, expect to put years of work in, and even then there's no guarantees. I would never recommend starting a YouTube channel, and I never started it for purposes of it becoming a job or anything. I wouldn't recommend that you do it for that reason. Do it because you want to have fun with it, for sure, but don't ever expect anything out of it. And then if you do get something, then it's always a bonus, isn't it? And just another reason to keep on going. Right then. Yeah, Cloud needs to boost up his manipulation skills. What is it in The Witcher or whatever it is in those other games you have to put points into it? Charm or something? I don't know. I don't really play them. But yeah, could do with that in Final Fantasy VII. Okay, right, so we're going to drive into Costa del Sol at this point. We've got access to Big Guard now, which is wonderful. We've got the claw that we stole. So I think we're making good progress with the optional content here. I do love this part of the game, you know. It's one of my favourite parts of the game, I would say. This part on disc 1, where we just go ahead and... yeah, let's pay up. And just collect a load of OP stuff to help us on our way. And, you know, go through all the optional levelling and stuff in Junon. That's very kind of you, John. Personally, I can't stand listening to my own voice, but I guess that's normal, isn't it? Oh, we can get the Great Gospel now, can't we? We can get the Mithril for the old man. That's also interesting. I normally actually skip out on the Great Gospel, if I'm honest with you. No offence to Aries fans, of course, but it's just kind of like a lot of hard work for very limited payoff. Because of the amount of time you get to use it for. But because there's a trophy tied to it, yeah, we sort of have to. So I will not be skipping it on this playthrough. Right, before we go for the actual farm, I'm going to get White Wind. White Wind is a fantastic healing spell. It's better than Cure. This is where we'll be farming. But we're going to head back out to the world map. Oh, I think I saw you mention that, Lomax. The whole, you got 99 Great Gospels. I didn't see a video on it, I don't think. Yeah, I'll probably cover the Great Gospel in an upcoming video rather than worrying about it on stream. Because I want to try and keep it as something that's searchable for folks that are looking at how to do that. Right, so I think the enemy, I know what it looks like. It's got a strange name. I can't remember what it's called off the top of my head. It's quite a long name beginning with M. But it just spawns around here. So let's go ahead and save. And again, we'll be making use of the manipulate materia in order to get that. Help if I actually can encounter enemies. No, don't want you. Sure it's around here. It might be on the darker bits of the world map. Oh no, there it is. That's what we want. We got it. Right, let's see if we can get a first time manipulation here. Right, these enemies are kind of weak now. Although Red Mario says the Thunderbirds are nasty, so fortunately we don't have those in this encounter. Come on, first time? Nah. We're running a little bit low on health, but that's cool, because we're about to get one of the most awesome healing spells in the game. Oh, it's Zem Celeste. I don't know what I was thinking it started with an M. Yeah, that's right, Roxana. Thanks for the reminder on that. It doesn't matter what the other digits are, so if you've escaped from, I don't know, 700 and something battles, it doesn't matter if the 7's the same as the last two digits, as long as the last two digits are. Come on, come on, come on. Yes! Right, time to get one of the best healing spells in the game, in my opinion. White Wind. What?! Can we give it an ether? I hope so. Phew! And let's just do it again, for fun. This time with red 13. Nice. Let's just go for good old Meteor Rain here. I do love Meteor Rain. Very nice enemy skill. Ah, okay, Red Mario. Yeah, I did forget about that, so thanks for the reminder. I actually forgot when we was going to Junon that I was going to get White Wind, I'll be honest with you. I'd still forgotten about the Sailor Mind. But I was just thinking about doing the grinding. So we can get the Mithril, but we can't get the Great Gospel yet. Okay, I suppose the Mithril is what we need, isn't it? Just got to remind myself exactly where on the map if I go into Google Images. The old man's places. I know it's a little blue house. Oh, is it on the other continent? Okay. Kind of makes sense. Yeah, it's on the other continent. Okay, we'll sort that out later. Then let's get some grinding done. Right, we've got 2 of my favourite enemy skills then. I think we're making good progress here. Good progress indeed. Hello, fella. Thanks for letting us get on the lift. It wouldn't surprise me, Chip, if there are secrets and strategies and stuff that haven't yet been discovered for this game. There's even a few things that I've learned new. I know that they aren't new to the fans in general, but on this playthrough that I didn't know about before. And I have played this game a lot myself, and there's probably going to be other things that I pick up along the way that I don't remember from before. Right, so first of all, we'll go to the save point. I can't remember which building it's in. I know there's a save point where we just come into Junon there, but there's one that's closer. And once I know where it is, I won't forget. I think it's the very next building. Not this one. Okay, maybe not the very next building. Ah, there it is. Okay then, guys, it's grind time. And the good thing is we've got an inn here as well. Though, of course, because it's a grind session, you might not feel so guilty about using the battle enhancement toggle, because all you're saving here is time by doing so. You're not actually, like, skipping out and using a boss strategy or anything, because it is just normal enemies. But they are actually quite challenging to begin with, so let's see if we can do it without the battle enhancement to begin with. Ah, yes, yes. Okay, no, you're right. You're right. It's the cave that we're going for. I'm thinking of the blacksmith guy in the blue roofed house. Yeah, towards the Mithril mine. Yeah, thanks, Red Mario. I will do it. While we're here now, let's just grab a few levels, shall we? And then we'll go back out. Right, okay. So, first of all, let's throw a... where is it? A right arm. Now, these guys do tend to hurt. So, does this kill them? Nope, like I say. They do have a lot of health. But hopefully, this should. I think they have about 2,100 health, or is that the amount of experience they give? It's a number that I seem to associate with these anyway. Oh yeah, 2,100 is the amount of experience they give. Right, nice. So as you can see, a decent amount of experience there. Now, unfortunately, not every enemy encounter gives that amount of experience in this section. Oh, that's kind of strange. You can't use the turbo speed in this bit. I guess because of the soldiers that are doing stuff there. That's interesting. Does Beta one-shot these then? No. Unfortunately, it doesn't. Right, Smog is kind of nasty, because I think it casts Bio 2. It's got quite a nasty poison effect associated with it. Which is worth just, you know, making sure you don't get obliterated by. And Big Guard can be kind of useful as well. So we'll go and use the inn to heal up. I wasn't at full health or MP when we even came to this place. But making use of that inn is kind of helpful. Hey, Choco Mog level up. And even though you don't get the 10,000 gil that you get from the Cactuars, you can still get a nice healthy amount of gil as well by using this little experience trick. Oh, that's okay, Lomax. Yeah, the right arms are good, because I think they do a fixed amount of damage regardless of your level, which is a maximum of 1600, but it can be reduced a little bit by the enemy's defences. But obviously you have to farm for them, so... yeah, beta's good as well. A couple of betas, one from the two... If we get... In fact, yeah, if we get the second beta... If we get beta again, rather... Then we should be able to finish the battle still in a single round, shouldn't we, by casting it twice. But maybe Aqualung will do the similar thing as well. Okay, let's go and test this out. I'm not going to do the full farm here, because before the stream ends, I'd like to try and make our way over to the cave to sort the mithril out. And then I can do a little bit more farming in my own time off stream, so that we're a slightly better level then by the time we pick up again on Wednesday. Yes, I will certainly be doing those, Red Mario. I'd like to try and get all 4 enemy skills eventually with the various enemy skills learned. It might be an idea just to run from this guy, because he doesn't actually give that much experience, sadly. He does do a lot of damage, but like I say, it doesn't actually do a whole amount of useful things for the party. And he does start casting 2 attacks in a row, which is really evil, as you can see. 3 attacks in a row, it seems. Yeah, let's just escape from this. These are fine a little bit later on to kill, but for 900 experience, I don't know if they're really worth it at this stage. But laser's good on those. Laser is good. Yes, just use exactly the same technique, Red Mario, is my plan, that we used previously. So I'm just going to go for a couple more fights here. I'm not going to farm fully. Yeah, that's what we want. 3 of these guys are really good. Right, so this one doesn't have beta. So hopefully Aqualung will do the trick. Please don't kill Barretts in the meantime. There we go. Aqualung and beta, and jobs are good. And we're already getting a few levels here. Nice. So let's go for one more battle. That should at least level up Red 13. And then we'll move on. And then I'll do a little bit more farming here before the next stream myself. I don't know, to be honest, Lomax. Hey Dean, I have tried a couple of times to do a walkthrough for Final Fantasy X-2, but I've got to be honest with you, I do struggle a little bit with that game. Oh, I'm not a huge fan of these. I did play it back in the day, complete it, and really did actually enjoy it by the end, but it is a lot of work to get through, especially because it's so darn cheesy, that I do struggle a little bit, and because I never really found an audience for that series, I never really had the motivation to go on with it. But maybe, you know, in future, since the channel's grown a bit, I might start it again, if people actually want me to, and then we'll continue on at that point, and actually get it completed at last. So it's still on the to-do list. Right, I killed that guy because it should at least level up Red 13 at this stage. And don't forget, you're also getting a decent amount of AP here, which is going to help with getting regen, something I would like to get ready for the battle square. Let me just see how we're getting with that, how we're getting on. Is that Cloud or... No, it's Barrett, isn't it, of course. Yeah, it does take a lot to get to regen. 10,683 AP. I'm not sure if we are going to get that before we get to the battle square, but maybe we will. Oh, okay, Red Mario. I probably won't be worrying about stealing from them just yet, because they do seem to do a lot of damage. Although they don't do as much damage at the start of the fight. So if you are going to steal, then's the best time. Okay, Dean. It is on the to-do list because it is a Final Fantasy game that I haven't yet covered 100% on the channel. And I would like to get to it at some point. But I just really need to find the motivation to do that game. Don't get me wrong, I don't hate it by any stretch of the imagination. It's just trying to persevere through the cheesiness of it. More than anything. Okay, let me just remind myself exactly. I know it's by the Mithril Cave. Let's start making our way back there. It's kind of strange how you still get enemy encounters, isn't it? When you're in the buggy. Right, there's the Mithril Cave. Is it on this side of the Mithril Cave? I've got something in my eye here. I might just remind myself, have a quick look on Google. This is the difference between live streams and... Oh, there we go. I think I found it. Look, we don't need Google. Here we go. Right. Hello, old fella. Large materia needs high level materia. Right, what we need to know is the battles, isn't it? How do I get him to talk about battles? Or is it random? Ah, there we go. Okay, you've already fought 290 times. So to do with the amount of times you've escaped is what matters, isn't it? I think it's to do with the amount of times you've escaped. I'm just going to remind myself. Like I say, I'm not an expert of when it comes to Aerith's Great Gospel stuff, because I normally skip it. So I do just need to remind myself the exact mechanics for this. Okay, it's the number of battles you fought, not escape, that's fine. So we just need to do it another 9 times. Okay. Okay, no, that's fine. So we need to do it 9 times. We can just escape, I believe, though. Or, if we escape, does it still count? Or do we have to kill them? I don't think it matters too much. Let's just make sure we stay on top of the counting here. So that's 1. We've got to do it. So now it's 291. So we need to do 8 more. Yeah, I'm going to do 8 more, then I'm going to save before I do anything else. So now we're going to do 7 more. It's a bit of a grind, this is, guys. I apologise. But we seem to have caught him right at the wrong time. You know, maybe we might have only needed to do 1 or 2 more. But instead we had to need 9 more, which is kind of unfortunate. But this is 7, so now we need to do 6 more. Don't forget as well, guys, there is like about a 30-second delay in chat, which is kind of annoying. Dun-dee-dun-dee-dun. So your counting probably won't match up with mine, that's what I'm trying to say. So now we need 5 more. I will just check with the guy again as we get low, just to make sure I haven't messed it up. I think 4 more now, if I haven't lost count. I did play Type 0, I never completed it myself, and it was a few years ago, so I don't remember it all that much. It was a very different Final Fantasy game, that's for sure. But I seem to remember having fun with it, from what I saw from it. Right, 3 more. Yeah, you need to get to 344 next, John. So another 10 battles. We could. Oh, it didn't actually kill the big guy. Right, 2 more now. But I'm just going to do 1 more, then check with him again. Yeah, Type 0 is very different. So, if you like the more traditional Final Fantasy games, I'm not saying you won't like Type 0, but you might not like it, if that makes sense. Right, let's save before we do anything else. I still think there's 1 more battle I need to do, but I want to just make sure I haven't miscounted. Otherwise, we've got to do another 11. And it's probably a good idea, Red Mario says, to get the Bolt Ring first. Is that right? Or can you get the Mithril first? Does it not matter? Okay, yeah, 1 more battle. I haven't got it yet myself, the Platinum Trophy. So I don't know exactly how annoying it's going to be by the end. So far it's been okay. There are a few achievements that you might otherwise not care about if you weren't going for the Platinum. Like I say, normally I don't get the Great Gospel. But on this occasion, I am going to need to. I've heard that the Final Fantasy VII Platinum is trickier to get than the Final Fantasy VIII Remastered Platinum. But I think that's just because a few of them are a little bit more grindy. The only annoying one is probably going to be the Best Bromance Trophy, since you can screw that up early and not know about it until later. Hey, we got the Mithril. Nice. So now we need to go ahead and do another 11 battles to try and get the Bolt Ring. So we've got the Mithril now, which means we can get the Great Gospel. It's a lot easier than I expected. We can't get the Great Gospel until I think we get Tiny Bronco, is it? Which is the main problem I've had with it historically. Because Aerith, spoiler alert, is only with us to the end of Disc 1, you can't really get the Great Gospel until close to that time anyway. Which just kind of makes it far less effective than it otherwise could have been. Okay, Roxana, thanks for stopping by. See you later. Enjoy your dinner. Right, that's battle number 2. Sorry guys, a little bit grindy this I know, but it's important to do. So we're going to try and get the Bolt Ring. Morning Gumbrion, welcome to the stream. What was that, number 2? I think. So turbo speed helps a lot with this sort of stuff, doesn't it? Right, number 3. So we need to do 11 battles. Oh, 1 battle. Okay, we only need to do 1 more. Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. We can reload. Yeah, don't forget, guys, chat is fully delayed by about 35 to 40 seconds, which is really annoying, I understand. So we'll get the Mithril again, because I saved just before we got it, didn't I? I think. And then we'll do 1 more battle. Okay? So, by now, I'm just seeing your messages come up. You see, that's what I'm talking about with that annoying delay that YouTube gives us. But we was only about 4 battles in, so... okay, so there's the Mithril. So now we'll do 1 more battle. And then we'll go back and speak to him. I probably should have done AoE, but not to worry. Okay, and now speak to him. It just says I've fought 300 times. 1 battle doesn't seem to do anything, guys. least he's not giving me anything after one more battle. Yep, he's not giving me an item. Unless I just need to go in at the right time or something. Yeah, I think I need to... I don't understand it though, because 0, 0 should be the same, shouldn't it? 0, 0 is 2 digits the same. So I don't get that. Why he's not giving us anything. He's definitely not though. Interesting. Yeah, you can get the bolt ring first, John. I think we're going to have to do it then, guys. I can't see any other way around it. It's annoying, I know, but it's not working. I've got to fight to 322, have I? Oh, that's annoying. Can it not go to 311? Oh, dear. How come it's got to go to 322 anyway? Yeah, I thought 311 would have been. I will try it at 311. Though a few people in chat are saying it needs to be 322, unfortunately. I will do some videos on the Battle Arena, I think, Red Mario. Well, I'm going to try to. I'm going to have to try and get it all done before Wednesday's stream, you see. Because then I want to try and continue on. So I want to get the important stuff done, which I've done a lot of already today. Like getting the enemy skills. I do want to get Beta, though. And Flamethrower. Level 4 Suicide. Choco Buckle. On our second enemy skill materia. Oh, the bolt ring has to end in even digits. Okay, that makes perfect sense now. So it's got to be 22 for the bolt ring. And can anybody else just clarify if you can escape from battle, and does that still count? Because if so, I might start escaping. In fact, maybe I can test that out myself while we're here. Let's just do one more battle so we can White Wind. Gotta be even. Thanks, folks. Appreciate the clarification there. Right, enemy skill, White Wind. I don't need to do another White Wind. Oops. Ah, we don't need to cast it anyway. Oh, we got a new limit break. Who was that on, Barrett? Yep. Grenade bomb, nice, and AoE. Oh, you can escape, Lomax says. Okay, I do believe you, Lomax. I'm going to check with the old man how many battles I've done anyway, just because I've forgotten the amount. And then we'll start escaping. It's just going to be a lot faster. We're not really caring about grinding right now. 307. Okay. So that means I think we need... 15 more battles, if my maths is correct. So let's start working on that. Shame that we started off with a back attack. Just makes escaping a little bit longer than it otherwise would be. So that's one down, 14 to go. Yeah, that's good to know so that you can escape. Especially turbo speed. Yeah, that's what I've heard about the summons. I did make a video on that as well. I don't think a lot of people are going to like it if they're going to end up being the same as Final Fantasy 15. Yeah, the remake itself, Umbreon, looks absolutely incredible. I cannot wait to play it myself. Dark Swordsman, any chance for Kingdom Hearts 2 Platinum Guide? Yeah, possibly Dark Swordsman. I've covered Kingdom Hearts 1, haven't I? Kingdom Hearts 3. So, I was hoping to get Kingdom Hearts 2 done before KH3 came out earlier in the year, but I never got around to it in time. But yeah, sure, maybe in the future. It's certainly on the list. I can't give you a time frame. I've got no immediate plans for it because I'm concerned about starting a new series like that now, with the remake of Final Fantasy VII coming out next year. But no, hopefully at some point I will. Yeah, thanks, Red Mario. Ah, okay, D. Yeah, it was kind of like an offhanded comment that Yoshinori Kitase made in an interview. I've noticed they haven't publicised the fact too much in their gameplay content for that game, that summoning is going to be conditional. Makes me think that they know the fans won't be hugely fond of it, based on what people thought of it from Final Fantasy 15. But I'm hoping if that's the system we've got to get, they're going to improve on it to some degree. I'm not sure how they can do that. Yeah, go for it, Lomax. I'll just escape a couple more. Completely forgot to keep counting, but I don't think we've done 15 yet. Dum-de-dum-de-dum. Oh, yep, let's just go back and check. I don't care about materia. Right, 5 more. I don't know if I'm going to be able to go for the Choco Buckle technique to get Lucky 7s by escaping 1,111 times. It just seems like such an insane amount. We've only done 317 battles so far, and that's including those that we haven't escaped, which is the vast majority of them. The thought of trying to escape from over 1,000 is a very painful one. Ah, okay, Dark Swordsman. Was that 3 or 4? Let's go for one more and check. Let's save before we do anything else, though. Just in case we don't get the bolt ring for whatever reason. That'd be annoying. Okay, one more. Just one more. Oh no, Steve. A ring I'll hardly use. But we do want to get everything. So, gotta do it. Right. Yay, the bolt ring. There it is. Nullifies lightning attacks. Ooh, the fire ring. That's going to come in useful for getting the beta enemy skill. I've already got it on one enemy skill material, but need it on the second. And also probably learning flamethrower as well. Yeah, nice. Right, so I'm going to head back to the Mithril Cave at this point. There's a couple of other enemy skills that we do need to get. And I think we can actually manipulate the Midgar Zolom, can't we? To cast beta. Where's the Mithril Cave gone? There it is. Okay, we need to leave the buggy outside for some strange reason. We can't drive the buggy inside. I'm joking, of course. It makes sense. Right then, where are the flamethrower enemies? Dun, 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 dun. Not you. I'm not worried about losing XP here because we're going to be farming in Junon. And yep, good point. We've got to do Fort Condor number 4 before I go back to Junon as well. Don't forget, if you haven't already, you can steal a Grand Glove from those swinging Wrecking Ball type enemies for Tifa. Actually, I think Flamethrower comes from the next area, doesn't it? I think it comes from over here. Maybe you can get it from any part of the cave. Actually, I know where you can get it because I know where I got it the first time. It was over in this section. Okay, I'm going to manipulate him. Red Mario. And then hopefully we'll just cast him straight away. And then we'll laser him to death while he's manipulated. And then we'll use Fire Elemental on another character. In armour. Right, there we go. I can't remember who actually needs Flamethrower, which of our two enemy skillers. Yeah, thanks, Thomas. Who is it? I honestly can't remember. Let's try Red 13. Oh no, he's already got it. Typical. Which means it's going to be Barrett, isn't it? Yep, Barrett needs the Flamethrower. I think they only cast Flamethrower naturally on the party member with the lowest health. So if you're not using Manipulate, just make sure that party member has the enemy skill materia equipped that you want to learn it on. There we go. Another enemy skill down. Okay, so we're going to get Beta and some of the other... Oh, we need to get a Mimic Greens as well, don't we? I'm not too fussed, actually, about learning level 4 Suicide and Choco Buckle yet. And the reason for that is we can learn that a little bit later on. They're not enemy skills I really need to care about right now. Beta's actually kind of useful, so it is worth getting. Let's just make sure we're set up for it, because even though we've got a few levels since last being here, you don't want to underestimate the Midgard's that's for darn sure. Right then, where's Fire and Elemental? Has anybody actually got that equipped? They might not have. Yeah, Elemental, we want that. Actually, I'm going to let Cloud keep it, I think. And what was the other one? Oh yeah, the Firing. Who's got that? Just give Cloud anything. Yeah, you can have the Power Wrist. A little bit of extra strength. Right, so we're going to give Barrett the Firing. We're going to make sure he's got the enemy skill that needs Beta, which I'm pretty sure he has. Yes. And I think we should be good to go. Let's just go ahead and save at this point. And yet, Big Guard and Laser are going to come in very useful, along with White Wind. The Firing and Elemental Fire are very quick to set up, though, which is why I did them. And I think we can manipulate the Midgard's. We've gone a little bit longer than I anticipated, to tell you the truth. Right, Laser, Manip, Big Guard. Oh, I forgot this guy knocks you out of battle, doesn't he? Hopefully he won't knock Barrett out then, because I completely... we just need to make sure that Barrett doesn't attack, I think. Oh no, you can't manipulate him, I was wrong on that. It makes sense. But let's just keep lasering his health down. Right, so he should have 1,000 health left now. He might kick Red 13 out of the battle. He might not. Right, very soon. Okay, who's he kicking out? Please not Barrett. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, it should be Red 13, because Red 13 is the one that's done the damage to him. So let's just start doing damage now. Beta won't actually hurt. Right, there we go. Beta won't hurt Barrett, and it won't kill Cloud, so we're sorted. Just do not kill Barrett now, please. If you'd be so kind. Yep. If the target can be manipulated, but you fail, then it will say miss. If the target cannot be manipulated, it will just say couldn't manipulate. And because on this fight it said couldn't manipulate, it means this enemy is immune to manipulate. I don't want to know, Steve. I really don't want to know. Right, I'm not going to worry then, like I say, about the other enemy skills. We're just going to go ahead and make our way next over to Fort Condor. We're getting a lot done here. We're on a roll, so let's keep it going, shall we? Let's keep it going. Goodness me. Fort Condor, where are you? There you are. Don't go away. Right, let's go ahead and we can actually heal up as well in Fort Condor. Right, I think we should be able to use the same trick we used previously to win battle number 4. Let's just turn turbo speed off. Oh, is that who it is, Robert? I know it was a counter-attack, and it usually does it on the character that's done the most damage to him, I've noticed. But if what you say is that it's the person that actually takes him under a quarter, then that does make sense. Right, so we've got double beta going on, double aqualung. These 2 enemy skill materials are building up nicely. The only thing that the 1 enemy skill material doesn't have yet is level 4 suicide and choco buckle, which I'm not too fussed about those right now. So let's save and then we'll go into battle. Yeah, choco buckles just kind of annoying to get because of the fact that you have to start feeding the chocobo mimic greens and all of that stuff. So I'd rather wait until I've got, you know, all 3 enemy skill materials that don't have it a little bit later on, so we can get it all at once. Beta's different because it is something that is actually useful. Okay. Right then. So we're going to go for the same strategy we used before. We'll stick a fighter just on the line here. Then we'll start the game. We'll see if this works. Oh, come on. We should get most of this gil back. At least half of it, I think. Wow, that was fast. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. What is that thing, anyway? So I can work out what we want to attack it with. It's a barbarian, okay. Fortunately, the whole thing pauses. Let's go over this side. Just remind myself what this thing is. It's a beast. Okay, so that means we want attackers. And let's go for another one. Yes, yes, yes. So the trick here is, guys, if we can kill these enemies before any more spawn, we'll end the battle immediately. Get most of our gil back and won't have to worry about doing the whole fight. And we'll still get all the rewards that we'd otherwise get. So let's take care of the wyvern, is that? Right, so that's that one down. Let's just start moving them down for any of the enemies that spawn. Okay, start attacking the bird. Yeah, wyvern. It's annoying that you have to actually build them up here. Right, shooter. Hopefully that'll take care of it before anything else spawns. Come on, come on, come on. 88 more health. Please beat it quickly. Okay, that's fine. Stay there. Come on, can we kill this wyvern, please? Yes. There we go, we've done it. Okay, so this one's a Mega Elixir. Nice. There we have it. So by doing it that way, you get half the gil spend back from the enemies, aside from the allies that didn't die. The units that didn't die, which is most of them. So you don't lose out on a lot of gil, and you actually get to beat the battle really quickly and easily. So we've got 2,200 gil back, and the Mega Elixir, nice. Yeah, I'll tell you what, the reward system is all scrooged up, isn't it? In the sense that a lot of the actual names that it says are the rewards are actually not what you get. I don't know how they messed that up. It's really, really, really weird. But they did, somehow. Okay. Right, Fort Condor, Battle 4, done. I think Fort Condor, Battle 5 isn't until after Cosmo Canyon. And that's going to give us 5 high potions. That sucks, Red Mario. I can buy 5 high potions whenever I want to. Right, so let's make our way back now, I would say, to Junon. Let's turn off the turn on, I should say, the no encounters. And then we'll leave it where I can do a little bit of grinding off stream. Since I do need a break, and I'm sure you guys have had enough of me by now. No! I thought 10 gil was too cheap. Yep, I'm looking at... Well, the plan right now is that I am hoping to master all 4 enemy skill materia. That's why I'm not too fussed about getting Choco Buckle and level 4 Suicide at this stage. Because once we've got all 3 enemy skills that don't yet have it, then we can learn them all at once. Since how they're not skills I'm really making a whole lot of use of, and if I do need to use level 4 Suicide, I've still got the 1 enemy skill that can do so. It just seems like a waste of time to learn it on 1 more right now, if that makes sense. At least to me it does anyway. Alright then guys, well on that note, I think we'll end the stream. So thanks to everybody that stopped by. I'm going to take a bit of a break. I'm going to get some grinding done, try and get some videos out for some of the optional content that we've completed on the stream so far today. And then we'll pick up again on Wednesday, hopefully, with everything we've done today, along with a few extra levels. So we're finishing on level 27, 26 and 25. So hopefully we'll be in the 30s when we start on Wednesday. And then we'll carry on by going to Gongaga next, I think. And if there's anything else I've missed, we can cover that then as well. But yeah, appreciate you folks for stopping by. Hope you all have a wonderful day. And I'll see you all soon for the next stream. So take care everyone, and thanks for the tips as well that you've shared. Many of those continue to be very, very helpful, which is always nice. Yeah, see you Wednesdays. Hopefully you guys can make it. Take care. Goodbye.